Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a quick announcement video. So this is for the Page Count Reading Challenge. Yes, it's coming back for the month of February. It starts on Monday, which is the 19th, and it ends the following Sunday, which I think is the 25th. So yay, I will have the dates for sure listed below. But yeah, this is something I kind of started doing a number of months ago, late last year. And this was inspired by a reading challenge that I saw on Instagram, hosted by some lovely ladies over on Instagram. I always leave their links below. And a couple times a year, they would do this 1,000-page reading challenge, like read 1,000 pages in a week. And I love that idea, and I would always participate, but I'm like, it's only like every 6 months. I would like to do it more often. So then that's why I'm like, well, you can start your own little challenge. And that's exactly what I did. But it's not the 1,000-page challenge. It's the page count reading challenge, because we all read at different speeds. We all read, we all have different amounts of time that we can spend reading. You know, somebody might only be able to read for a little bit before, you know, they head off to work for the day, and that's really all they have. There are other people who are fortunate enough to be able to listen to audiobooks all day at work, or have lots and lots of time to read during the day. And then there's people in between, like myself, who tries to cram in reading everywhere I can, you know, in the mornings, on my lunch break, on my commute into work if possible. So we all know our limits and how much we can read, and pretty much the challenge, because I do like to say challenge, that you know generally how many pages you can read in a week, or how much you can read in a week. Like, let's say, you know, you're like, oh, I can usually finish about a 300-page book in a week. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe challenge yourself to like reading that book plus starting another book. So that's the great thing about this challenge. It's not how many books you finish. It's not anything like that. It's literally the number of pages. So if you're a person who likes to jump from book to book to book, and maybe over the course of a week you don't finish anything, but you still read 1,000 pages, you still read 1,000 pages, and that's pretty spectacular. So, yeah, there are different tiers to this. The first one is 250 pages. The second one is 500. The third is 750. And the top tier is 1,000. But do not feel like you have to stick within those tiers. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, if you are someone who can only squeeze in a few pages or a chapter or two, you know, maybe even just before you go to bed at night, then, and, you know, challenge yourself to 50 pages. Say, you know, I'm going to go for 50 pages or 100 pages or whatever. And again, if you're that kind of person who has the ability to listen to audiobooks, or, you know, during the day, or read all day, or whatever the case may be, and you're just maybe generally a very fast reader, you can be like, I'm going to challenge myself to 2,000 pages. Whatever you want to do, this is your personal challenge. Like, you're not competing against anybody else. We're all there to cheer each other on. My Discord is linked below. There will be a spot that you can go in there and you can share with other people your daily progress, what you are challenging yourself to do, any books that you finish, any books that you're starting, anything that you want to do to talk about this during that week. Absolutely, that is the space to do it. And you are obviously not dictated by books with actual physical pages. Ebooks, audiobooks, graphic novels, you know, as I always say in these videos when I joke around, the back of a cereal box, whatever you constitute as reading, if you can if you can count those pages. And I always try, I do talk very briefly in terms of counting your pages for an audiobook or for an ebook, because I know it can be a little difficult. So like, ebooks are not as bad. Look at the page count on Goodreads or on Amazon. And like, let's say the book has 250 pages and you're 25% of the way through it. 25% of 250 is the number of pages you have read in that book. Very similarly to an audiobook. So, again, look at the page count on either Goodreads or Amazon or whatever. And again, let's say that audiobook, you know, if you have the physical copy or whatever, is 250 pages. if you are 50% of the way through that audiobook, you have read 125 pages of that audiobook. That's how you can count your pages. It's the simplest way that I can explain it. If you want more explanation, maybe pop onto the Discord or leave a comment below, and I'll try and explain it a bit better than that. But that's what I do, you guys, because I always count my pages regardless of whether I'm reading an audiobook or a physical book or an ebook. And that's just the way that I do it, is that I just look at the page count, get the percentage that I'm through, and, you know, and Google's your friend, because I don't math. Sarah does not math. That's not my forte. So I will go into Google and say, what is 25% of 365 for a page? And it will tell you, because Google is awesome. So yeah, so that is how you can do that. But anyway, guys, like I said, this was just a short little video. Questions, comments, anything, please post them below. And like I said, please come and join the Discord. And I will check in with you guys tomorrow with a daily reading update. So I'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody.